Today is Tuesday, and that means it's big deal day on Amazon. And these are usually really good times to get the things that you wanted. And for your Tesla, a lot of these companies participate in these deals when they do happen. It's kind of like Prime Day, but it's here in October. So whatever that means, it's a deal day. So I have looked through all the items that are available on Amazon, and I've compiled a list of things you might want to consider for your Tesla Model 3, Y, S, X, what have you. So I've got that whole list here. I'm going to take you over to the computer and show you all the items that you might want to take a look at for deal day. All right, so let's start things off with Bassnor, the Tesla Model Y door seal kit. I have put this on both my Model Ys, and this does make a difference. It's not very expensive, although prices have gone up over time. But this is a good time to get it at 25% off. Really easy to install this, and it does make a nice difference to the sound inside of the car. One of the things a lot of people complain about is some sort of a buffeting issue that they hear, kind of like the air is being pushed around inside of the car. It's actually the lift gate. It doesn't always get a perfect seal, and this kit will fix that. So definitely worth checking out. $39.50, 25% off. And then sticking with Bassnor, these seat back covers. I got these last year on my car, and they're pretty easy to install. Apparently though, they fit in obviously the Model 3 and Y, but also the S and X, so there's no difference in the seat back covers. But these ones do have this little strip here where it's got a pocket. There are some new ones on the market that I noticed that are a little bit cheaper. They just don't have like the pockets, so there might be some other options to look at. I'm just not familiar with if they're decent or not. These have held up pretty good, and if you have kids in car seats, pretty easy to put these on and protect the seat back. And finally, the last Bassnor product here, we have the lift pucks. You need to have these, honestly, regardless of if you're going to do your own maintenance or not. So many shops that I've been to have no idea that you need to lift the car from jack points, and these have to be installed to do so. So not very expensive, and this one does come with a nice little carrying case actually, so kind of nice. Easy to just throw this into the car, keep it there, and you'll always have them on hand. And then we're going to pivot over to Spigen over here. We have the center console cover, which I recently put into our Model Y. If you want something that's a little bit nicer, Spigen is the way to go. There's a lot of companies out there that just make cheap accessories or whatever, and Spigen kind of gives you a little bit more of a premium product, a little bit higher quality, better textures, thicker materials, things like that. So this center console is pretty nice, has a good feel to it, and pretty inexpensive, honestly. So $21.13 for the center console organizer, and their seat belt holders here for the back seat. So this I just recently shared with you guys on my update on the Model Y. This area right here, the seat belt, actually rubs against the material on your seat and will cause some wear over time. So this is the way to fix that. It just attaches to the headrest and elevates basically that seat belt. Plus it keeps it up front, stops the rattling on the door from time to time, and so it's easier to get to that seat belt for your passengers. They also, of course, have their screen protectors, and I've never seen anything install like this. It's crazy. It's so easy to install these screen protectors, but they're on sale as well, a pretty steep discount. So they've got matte and they've got the clear as well. Finally, for the Model Y, they also have their mud flaps, which I just recently installed. These you really want to consider having because of the way that rocks kick up on the side of your car. It will tear up the side of your Model Y, and for the Model 3, it'll tear up this bottom part here, the paint on your car. So these mud flaps are really nice, and they come in a very premium package. It comes with a lot of stuff that most kits do not, so definitely worth checking out. And then for the Model S and X, Spigen just released their new products for the refresh Model S and X, and of those, there's two to look at. The center console is finally here, so this goes underneath your armrest in the center console from Spigen, so same material, and it's got a pass-through for the AirPods apparently. So I'm looking forward to getting this. I've already ordered one, so this is on the way. And then also another thing that just released from Spigen, finally their new screen protector for the rear screen for the newer, so 2023 and newer rear screens. The bezel around the screen is actually actually a different size on the refresh. So this is a new screen protector specifically for the refresh Model S and X for that back screen. And then I have a couple of charging accessories to actually consider. This one, so this is a CCS to Tesla NACS connector, but it's unique. I've never seen one like this before. It's not just CCS to NACS or Tesla, but it also allows you to do just J1772 also to Tesla. So you can actually do both with this one adapter, which is kind of unique and kind of cool. Now these things are big and bulky because it's, you know, CCS, but this one gives you dual capability basically. So you could just carry this instead of having one of these and a J1772 adapter. So pretty cool. And it is marked down to $135. This is not the cheapest one out there, but it is a good one. And having that dual capability, I think is pretty neat. I haven't seen that before. And then this one is pretty good as well. I've actually, a few people I know have these, the LA Tough J1772 adapter for a Tesla plug. So if you have a wall connector at home, this little adapter can plug into your Tesla wall connector and then be able to be used for J1772. Now, no specific reason why I chose this one. It just happens to have this little Cybertruck inspired bag, I guess, which is cool. I don't think you need it to buy this, but it's a miniature bag, kind of cool, I guess. Assume this would fit in it just fine. So definitely worth checking this out as well if you have any friends or if you do have a J1772 car at home or a CCS car. And then over on Vion and their air filters that I just recently replaced on both of my cars, they're actually a pretty good deal. These are usually on sale for like, I don't know, 35, 37 bucks. So $28 for the set. And it does come with everything that you need. So you don't need extra tools. Easy to do this, super easy to do this. And you should check these out for sure, even if you're not quite ready. But if you're starting to get that smell, this is how you're going to fix that. And while you're in there, of course, this is not on sale, unfortunately, but make sure you get a can of the Klima Cleaner. So this stuff will, you'll spray into your condenser evaporator, and that'll help clean that out as well while you're in there. And also, a lot of you have been asking about the Sun Visor. I actually have a new one now. So this is Vion's new design. And what's really cool about it is the color of it. So usually these are all black, and that's fine, but it does darken up the space. This will actually give you the same benefits, some heat resistance from the sun in the summertime, but also by being the same color as the headliner, it's not going to really impact how dark it can get in the car with a black headliner like that. So pretty cool. It does have the reflective heat material on the back, so that way you can actually use it for better temperature control inside of the car, which complements the other Vion sets that I'm going to share with you, including the windshield screen. All the windows except for the roof are this new updated material. So it's actually a reflective material on one side and black on the other, but it has a little bit of insulation in there too, but without adding a whole lot of girth to it. So it's actually still manageable. It's not too big, super easy to install these things. So as you can see, here's the kit for all the other windows. It looks just like this. It's so easy to put these things on. It's so much better. I've actually ran into a few people who are using an older style where you suction cup everything to the windows. This is just so much easier and better. And that little round bag right there is what it all stores in. So easy to transport as well. Super easy to use. This is what I use when I travel and camp in my car. Now this one is a little bit different. It's bigger than you need, and actually you will have to partition this particular drive to make it work, I believe. But the deal on this thing is so good, I couldn't help but bring it up. The older T7s are pretty good, but they're $50, $60 more than this updated rugged design. So this is a 2 terabyte SSD for $100. With this, to use for Sentry mode, you are going to have to partition this to under 1 terabyte. So you'll need like, you know, a couple 800s and a 400 partition. Just, you know, partition this on your computer under exFAT, and you should be able to use this in your glove box if you want to store more Sentry mode footage. So pretty good deal. $100 for 2 terabytes of SSD. I have used these same wiper blades consistently, as you can see, 4 times I've ordered these. but these wiper blades are OEM fit. They look, feel, and act exactly like the ones that come on your Tesla. Really easy, simple, and they're on sale for 24 bucks. Worth getting those now. And then this is a new accessory. Actually, I haven't shown you guys this, but there's these under screen storage compartments that have been coming out lately, and one of them's huge, and then there's this slim one, and I have actually installed both. And I have decided the big one is worthless. It is too big. It makes it very clumsy to get your hand underneath there, even in the Model Y to get to your phone. This one is super slim, and it actually has magnets on both this top spot, but also in here in the tray itself. Let me see if I can show you a picture a little bit easier. So in here, there's magnets. So like your AirPods, you can put right here and it just stays there, and your phone. So I didn't realize that until I started using it more. This thing's pretty cool. And then behind the screen, you have this new shelf if you want to use it, but it is pretty cool and not that expensive to add this, and it installs by magnets too. So couldn't be easier to install either. 31 bucks, totally worth it. So there you have it. Those are the items that are worth checking out for this big deal day on Amazon. Of course, this is today and tomorrow, so hopefully these items stay on discount. But these are some fun, light accessories that you can get for your Tesla without really breaking the bank. Let me know in the comments, did I miss anything? Did you guys find like a hidden nugget somewhere, something really big, really awesome discount? Let me know, share it with everybody, and thanks so much for joining. I will catch you on the next one.